all doing well? Welcome back to a very exciting episode of CSGO News. Yes, I do not have a shirt on. I will get one on the next clip. As always, let's get right into it. If you guys can't tell, this is about to be a really weird episode of CSGO News, so I hope you guys all possibly enjoy it, but let's see how it goes. And first off today, guys, in CSGO News, we do have the return of Fur to SK Gaming. As many of you guys know, he's been off that active roster for about a month and a half now because of both two surgeries. We had nostril surgery. He couldn't breathe out of one of his nostrils, and also had perforated eardrum surgery as well. A more so common thing that we ever thought about in CSGO, but he now returns to a very much struggling SK Gaming squad, as many of you guys have seen this past month or so, with a lot of first times for this SK Gaming roster. As SHOOWTiME stood in for Fur, they had their first loss to Liquid, their first loss to Renegades, their first back-to-back losses in about, I think, 4 to 6 months or so, including 4 maps in a row. It's something this roster has never done before. Again, SHOOWTiME did stand in for him though, so Fur is back to the active roster for SK Gaming. Now the real talk is, where is SHOOWTiME going? As many of you guys know, Taco did not get along with SHOOWTiME, but we have leaked information as well about SHOOWTiME apparently going to Luminosity Gaming. Because as many of you guys know, a couple weeks ago during ESL Pro League matches, it was SHOOWTiME and Taco who were seemingly really not getting along during these ESL Pro League matches, especially versus Liquid and Renegades, when they were losing all these matches to teams they never lost before. They had that conflict and definitely were butting heads. At least it was Taco and SHOOWTiME. It could have been all the players, but Taco was the one who really broke out on Twitter because of this. Now with Fur's return, this further backs the case of apparently SHOOWTiME's transition over to Luminosity Gaming roster. Again, this is unconfirmed as of right now, but heavily suspected because of one guy. He goes by the name of Joe Cardali on Twitter. He actually translated tweets from a Brazilian esports organization who goes by the name of Team Play, and also a Brazilian analyst and esports analyst who goes by the name of BCZ, and they actually tweet out this, which apparently states that we both had SHOOWTiME and a player by the name of SHZ who will be going over to fill in LG's new 5-man roster, and they'll be replacing Knack and Bit over there. So apparently, you know, this guy Joe Cardali, he actually translates these tweets for these players and actually leaks this information. He's also been known to actually give stories to both HLTV and the very well done Counter-Strike Wikipedia. So kind of a unconfirmed source here, but a very good source in Joe. So thank you to him for actually translating this. I'm surprised this did not get that much rap when he tweeted this out, but apparently yes, we have LG's new roster and SK Gaming's Fur has finally returned. I know a lot of you guys might be in the comment section saying, oh my gosh, Jake has lost it. What is he doing? The videos are dying out and now he's doing videos like this. I want to just tell you guys, I want to have fun with these videos from now on. It's still going to be CSGO News, but I'm maybe trying to make it a little more just personal with all of you. So as many of you guys know, I do have a YouTube revenue giveaway coming up sometime very soon in the next week. I also have a sponsorship announcement. Now it's not like a paid sponsorship, but it's just pretty much giveaways for all of you guys. So I got a website to actually sponsor some giveaways on Twitter. So please guys, make sure to follow my Twitter down below. We're going to be doing a lot of giveaways in the future as well. So I actually hinted at you guys in my last episode for CSGO News. I told you all to pay attention to close hints, because for my future giveaway next week, for my YouTube revenue giveaway, I'm going to be hinting at you guys about real life questions and the answers to those questions, which will help you guys win the giveaway. So last episode I said my favorite food is spaghetti, and for this episode guys, I want to tell you all my favorite type of nut. And that sounds like something that could be taken really inappropriately with the YouTube comment section, but my favorite type of nut, guys, is indeed the almond. And you know why? Because they're packed with protein, and I have a high carb diet, and they have very, very low carbs, so it's something I can snack on and not feel guilty. So for the future guys, when this YouTube revenue giveaway, I'm sorry, I can't monetize this video now because I'm naked apparently. For the future of this revenue giveaway, I will be asking you all 11 questions. You can only answer one of those questions. 2 of those questions will be, what's my favorite type of food? Spaghetti. What's my favorite type of nut? And that will be almonds. So every episode until then guys, I will be hinting at all of you answers to those questions. Anyway, next story. Hey there. Hey, what are you doing there? Ooh, how long has that been in the shot? Oh, so in order to go along with the weirdness of today's episode, and I really want to make a longer episode because I've been doing like 10-minute plus videos and apparently they're pretty fun to do, I actually asked you all on Twitter to ask me some questions, and here's the first question I got. This is why I don't do Q&As. What is your dream CSGO knife? I was actually very lucky to meet a person known as Fusion2K on my streams. I really don't stream too much anymore, but my dream knife was actually given to me, and that is a Karambit Doppler, I believe it was. I still have it. It's pretty awesome. You guys can check my inventory and see that. I believe it's a Phase 2 Karambit Doppler, but it was one of my dream knives to always get a Karambit, and I know a lot of you guys are going to say, oh my gosh, Jake, first of all, you don't play that much CSGO. Second of all, you're only Gold Nova. Why do you have that dream knife? I was lucky enough to meet him, and he was generous enough to give me that. So that's my dream knife, and I'm lucky enough to have it. Do you like tacos? I was just eating a burrito. So honestly, I like soft shelled. Yeah, I do like tacos. Will this be in the video? Maybe. Do you have a favorite CSGO team? It will always forever be Liquid because of Hiko. If Hiko ever leaves though, it'll probably be Cloud9 because nothing, I'm not really one to like players for their skill level, whether they're good or not, but nothing and Hiko, their personalities, I just love it. If they could ever play together, I don't think it would ever happen, but right now it's Liquid and then it would be Cloud9 for nothing. I just particularly like individual CSGO players and therefore I like the teams they're on. A couple people asked this already, so I figured I might as well answer it. My favorite team that's not from North America. Now this is a much more difficult question because it kind of changes from day to day. Like I said before, I like individual players. So as of right now, NIP because Mike Lilley's back for now, but once he leaves there, I really don't have too much of a preference. I know that kind of sounds biased, but as a North American fan, I really don't have a European favorite. It was SK Gaming, but now they're Team Heroic. So I would go with either whoever Mike Lilley plays for or Team Heroic because they're a new brand. They were formerly Team X and they're just a cool team in general. But, or Chest Region. I really don't have a preference. I'm a weird guy. I don't really care, honestly. Yeah, but good question. Yeah. What inspired you to make CSGO News episodes or series or YouTube videos in general about CSGO News? I was a dumb kid on spring break. I was babysitting dogs at my friend Noah's house, and I thought, wow, no one covers news for CSGO. I know nothing about CSGO, so I'm going to do it. So I did it, and all of a sudden we're here now, and now I'm weirder than I was before. Alright, that's going to do it for the Q&A. Now today's last story. I'm sorry you guys had to fill with a Q&A today because today's episode was already going to be kind of short. There's not much news going on right now. I want to do a full Q&A though, so please leave a comment down below, guys, with any question you guys want answered. And my next video, sometime soon next week, will be a full out Q&A with just me doing weird things. It'll be very short, but it won't be like a Q&A video where I talk for 20 minutes. It's going to be very, very short, brief, just answering all the questions I possibly can. Thanks for the Q&A, guys. And it was the Starladder Season 2 Invitational, which actually finished up today, guys. But first off, in the semifinals of this tournament this past weekend, it was an amazing tournament overall. In the semifinals, it was Cloud9 who made it there, but unfortunately were taken down quite easily by NIP in their best-of-3 series. They were swept by NIP, and it was also G2 who swept Dignitas in their best-of-3 series, but a much closer series over there as G2 and Dignitas. It was 16-13 and 16-12, but still 2 sweeps to make a final between G2 and NIP. Speaking of sweeps, the last time these two teams met up in an official tournament with a large prize pool like this one at Starladder, it was actually back in Season 1 of E-League, another great tournament over there, and it was actually NIP who swept them back in E-League 2-0 as well. History does repeat itself today as NIP did take down G2. First, kind of easily first map over there, but again, it actually came back on map 2, went to double overtime. NIP did take it against G2 though, guys, and they also took Starladder Season 2 Invitational and that prize pool home. So again, NIP looking very, very great, kind of coincidentally with Michael Lilley, not Pith. So going to be really cool to see where this goes in the future. If Pith comes back, will he replace Michael Lilley? What's going to happen with this team? But NIP right back on the board. As always, hope you guys enjoyed this weird episode of CSGO News. If you guys did like this one, feel free to leave a thumbs up down below or at least a comment down below saying you enjoyed it. If you guys did, I want to have a lot more relaxed feel when I do these episodes. I want to enjoy it a lot more, so I'm not kind of just reading off scripts. Hope you guys all enjoy. As always, live, love, laugh a lot. Remember, I like you. Please leave a comment down below for future Q&As, guys. I love doing Q&A videos. It's kind of a funny thing for me to do and actually show you guys my personal life. Remember, I like you. My name is Jake. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.